Hey, Dr. Peter Shark with Gulf Coast Wellness here, and I am back to talk to you about the word qi. You must understand the word qi in order to understand Chinese medicine, or so they say. So why is that? If you Google qi right now, you will find many articles explaining very clearly that qi is the energy in your body, your vital energy, your life force, and that you can do lots of different things to increase your qi or control your qi or move your qi or unblock your qi or something like that. So that's an interesting idea, but that is not what qi is. Qi in Chinese medicine doesn't have anything to do with energy. So where did this idea come from? Because most people believe that acupuncture is energy medicine and that acupuncture manipulates qi, which is our vital force or our life force in our body. This idea came from, very simply, a mistranslation of one of the most important Chinese medicine books, which is called the Huangdi Neijing, the Yellow Emperor's Internal Classic. This book had many different sections, but part of it was about diagnosis and treatment of disease, and they talk about this idea of qi. In the 1680s, this book was translated into Dutch, and it was translated pretty well, but nobody paid any attention. Then, much later, there was a Frenchman named de Meuron, who was a bank teller. He was not a doctor. He didn't know anything about medicine. He had no medical training whatsoever, and he decided that for fun, he would translate this book. Now, one thing that's important to understand is that this book's about 2,000 years old, and that means that even a modern Chinese person today cannot read this book directly. You need an expert in the dialect of that time in order to translate it. So de Meuron translated this book, and there were a couple of things he came across that he didn't understand. One of these things was the word qi. So he decided, knowing a little bit about Ayurveda, that qi must be like prana. It must be energy. It must be some energy related to the breath. Then he came back to France and decided that he would start schools. He would start schools to teach people how to do this acupuncture energy medicine that he learned from the Huangdi Neijing. Now, he was not a doctor, so it was very important that he present this as not a medical intervention, since he had no medical credentials and could not teach medicine. So instead of teaching medicine, he taught energy medicine. Unfortunately, most of the books in Western languages since that time have been based on de Meuron's translation, despite the fact that this book has been correctly translated since that time. And to this day, most acupuncture colleges are teaching acupuncturists that they are performing energy medicine. So if qi is not energy, then what is it? I'll tell you what the book says. The book says qi is in the air. It is invisible. We breathe it into our lungs. And then our lungs go through a special process along with our heart to transform and extract this qi, this vital air, which is the direct translation of the word qi, vital air, that they pull this vital air out of the general air, and they pump it around through the whole body inside the shui mai, blood vessels, which was incorrectly translated as meridian, a French word. So this vital air gets pumped all over the body inside the blood vessels, and this vital air is responsible for life, and that our body needs it to be alive, and that every part of our body must have this vital air in order to live. That is a very accurate description of what we now know as oxygen. So 2,000 years ago, the Chinese figured out that there was invisible oxygen in the air, that our lungs breathed it in and had some kind of exchange with the heart, where it then floated around to the whole body through the vascular system inside the blood, and that was what made us alive. So there you have it, not energy at all. Qi is, incidentally, these days, widely understood to mean air in modern Chinese language. So why this has taken so long to get into the Chinese medicine community in the United States, I don't know. But if your acupuncturist tells you that they're manipulating your energy and your meridians, they are definitely mistaken. So I hope this was enlightening. If you'd like more information on this topic, there are a couple of other good sources. One is the book Tao of Chinese Medicine by Donald E. Kendall, Oxford University Press. There are also some really great articles on Chris Kresser's blog, chriskresser.com. He has, I think, a 5-part series on demystifying Chinese medicine where he talks in depth if you're interested in learning more. I'll see you soon. Bye.